Good morning to you folks. This is Cliff Grays from Trainwell Boxing. I hope all you are fit and well. I want to get straight on to this topic, but I just want to say that we are going through all these little hacks that are going to make you, baby boomer, so optimized in life. Last night, and I'll put the link to that video, we talked about supplementation, intelligent supplementation, how vitally important it is for the over 50s. When you're 20, not so important. I talked about adult stem cell enhancement and the amazing benefits therein, and how after we're about 25, our stem cells, adult stem cells, will deplete. After 50, they would deplete literally 50%. After 80, pray God, if we're still alive, you've lost practically all of it. This is why intelligent nutraceuticals, a supplementation, should be considered very, very, very seriously indeed for the baby boomer. That's not what we're talking about this morning. We're talking about nutrition. 8 o'clock, bright and early, and I have had my breakfast. I'm going to show you what I had for my breakfast. Well, not the. I'm going to show you. I had 3 eggs. I had one of these jobs. Those jobs. Steak and eggs. 16-ounce steak. I then made myself a coffee. Strong coffee. I did not have any milk with it. I included into my coffee a tablespoon of this stuff. Honest to good, pure chicken bone broth powder. Free range, no artificial ingredients. Fantabulous-tastic. And 50 grams of unsalted butter. So I made the filter coffee. I then put that in and then dissolved my butter in the coffee. I put my steak in the air fryer for 10 minutes. I got my eggs, a little bit of lard, fried my eggs up. Now, I just want to say one thing to you, okay? Yesterday, I ate 2 of these boys, these steaks, 2 of them. A whole pack of pork belly slices, mainly for the fat content, beautifully done in an air fryer. Give them about 12 to 15 minutes so the fat crisps right up. Beautiful, gorgeous, friends. I had 4 eggs. I had 3 lots of this, so 3 tablespoons throughout the day. You understand? I had a big few knobs of butter, right? Now get this. I weighed myself, right? 13.5 stone last night. I know it's not advisable to do that, but I'm just wanting to gauge my metabolism. Okay. 13 stone 7, right? Last night when I went to bed after I finished talking to you, I just weighed myself. 13 stone 7. After I'd had that, all that I told you about. I was originally 14 stone 2. Okay. This morning I weighed myself, I'm 13 stone 2. I've had my breakfast and I should go and weigh myself again and see what's going on. But what I'm saying to you, right, is I have an abundance of energy. I feel alive. Yes, I got me unshaven look, ladies and gents. But I asked the missus, I said, what do you reckon? She said, yeah, I quite like it. Don't let it go any longer, she said. That means go and have a shave. But I felt alive. I feel I could get down and do 100 press-ups in sets of 10. I feel invigorated. My weight from the exercises that I'm doing is going up, steadily increasing. And I can show you, like I did in a previous broadcast, where my figures are going up. So you tell me, am I getting back to fighting weight? A tall, light, heavyweight, which I think it's around about 12.5 stone. If I then go into no man's land, I'm going into cruiserweight. I'm not thinking about getting back up into the ring. I just love my boxing. I'm not definitely not thinking about getting up in the ring because I get my face smashed up badly. I'm just saying that there's no way I want to become a into the heavyweight division, which would be a small heavyweight at 15.5 stone. As long as I feel fit, as long as I feel healthy, right? That's the all important thing. So I recently transitioned, changed my diet all around. For many months, I was following a low carbohydrate diet. So I was probably ingesting between 30 and 40 grams of carbohydrates a day. And that would be in the format of, say, lunchtime, a jacket spud with tuna, some mayonnaise, something like that. Breakfast, porridge oats, something like that. Evening meal, meat and maybe some potatoes, something like that. And as a diabetic type 2 sufferer, I was finding that my blood glucose was elevated to what I just wasn't comfortable with. And that is what prompted me to think, right, I've got to make some changes. So I started to do my due diligence and I came across the carnivore diet. And a gentleman by the name of Professor Bart Kay, who actually introduced me into cereal products. And I mean, if you get involved underneath me, this is a multi-level marketing concept with cereal, you would still have access through me because you're in my downline, in my group, still have the brilliance of Professor K there for you. He's not aloof. He is very, very approachable. Very, very approachable. So in time, you'll be given his email address to people that are serious. Okay. It's not fair to plagiarize the guy all over the place if you're not serious. But I'm sure if you're serious and you contacted him and said, look, I'm in Cliff Graves's group now. I've joined Cyril as an IBO and I'm in Cliff Graves's group, but I do have a question on so-and-so, cholesterol, blah, 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 and see how he answers it. Oh, wow, the man's an encyclopedia. But I digress. I slowly transitioned over because for health reasons, with a lot of trepidation, to a carnivore diet. Now get this, dig this, baby boomers. Carnivore, right, can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. It's an umbrella term where some of the real advocates would just say raw meat, salt, water, and that's it. Well, I'm still transitioning over into carnivore, but I think that is extreme, and I would not advocate that whatsoever at all. But I think as you slowly transition over, you will, as a matter of course, start to phase out stuff. I don't know whether you lot have been watching my earlier broadcasts, and you'll see that I loved cream in my coffee. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it in my tea. Absolutely adore the stuff. But allegedly, apparently, so I have learnt and been told by reliable sources that cows that are being milked are fed specific stuff, right? That probably for the potential baby boomer that's becoming optimized does not want in their bodies. With that was it. Even before Christmas time, I said, that is it. Some will even say this stuff. Can you see, look, 5 French roast in 10. But I think I'm a very long way off augmenting out my coffee. I find I need it first thing in the morning. And maybe the people that are saying to stop this, and maybe they're not baby boomers, but I'm over 60 and I believe I need that kick start in the morning. And so I will continue to have my coffee in the morning. I'm not having it with milk. I'm including this. And butter. And it is amazingly delicious. I thought, oh dear, butter in the coffee. Ooh, that sounds rank. But when you got this in there with it, it is an acceptable drink. This stuff is intense and it is strong. Try drinking that black, and that is a bit too much over the hill. So what am I saying to you? I am saying to you that on our quest for 2025. Baby boomers, and that's my little dog upstairs. I don't know if you can. Oh, he's a little bugger, he is. The room upstairs above, that's my Staffordshire Terrier. I'll try to ignore him, but I did say that these were unrehearsed, these videos are juggernaut. That must be entertaining. I hope they're entertaining. But yeah. So, he's getting on my nerves. He is. Try and ignore him. This is why I suppose the professionals have the headphones on, isn't it? So that is what I had for my breakfast: steak and eggs with what they call, I can't think you can call it a bulletproof coffee, but it's as near as it's enhanced coffee. Steak and eggs and enhanced coffee. Now, you have to adjust it to where you're at. Let's suppose in your Tyson Fury, right? You're in your training camp. Tyson Fury may well, and I'm not saying for Tyson if he's listening, probably isn't because he hasn't got enough time. Somebody from Team Fury. I'm not saying that that's going to be his breakfast, one of these. It could be two of these. If you can afford ribeye, grass-fed, from the butchers, get it. So Tyson might well be having 1 kilo with half a dozen eggs for his breakfast. And all I can say to you is you feel like rocking. I feel I could go to the gym again today. I won't because the weather's bad. And also I respect my age and I need to recover. Okay. I will probably snack, graze what they call it, lunchtime, and have something like some cheese. About 100 grams of cheese. Chop it up onto a cheese ball and just nibble it. As I've got my feet up, watching the box, I intend to go and pick up the boxing from last night on Channel 5. I love doing that when it's a bit too late for me if I've got other things to do, and then you've got a horrible day like this, and I'm thinking, yes, have another one of these down by my side, put my feet up and say, sorry, I should have done that. But you know what I mean? Batten down the hatches and say, fire goes on, feet on, slippers on, dog by his side when he's not misbehaving like that. And it's fantastic. It is so lovely. This evening, my intentions is to just have some pork bellies. By this evening, I am getting a little bit hungry, right? And what they say, the really knowledgeable people that have been doing carnivore, transitioned over, they say it takes about 6 to 12 months to transition over. Hence, it's not worth starting this, right, until 2025. Get involved with Cyril, definitely. But this sort of next phase, diet, don't. If you haven't, don't. And then we'll talk about that in the new year. Please respect this. Don't go, oh yeah, I'm going to cut out all carbs and then go carnivore, because you'd be visiting the toilet like you wouldn't believe, either constipation or diarrhea. So don't do that. Refrain from doing that. We will help you all the way. If we can't answer any questions, if we can't give you any advice, not because we won't, because We can't, because I'm not trying to say I'm Mr. Big. I'm just saying I'm learning as we go. And this is why the brilliance of making friends with you, breaking the ice with you so we can go into 2025 alongside each other. Testing the water here, testing the water there, sharing ideas, supporting each other. That's what it's about. Support and sharing. So I'll have me pork bellies tonight. And that will do me. That will do me. I'll keep regularly testing the weight. I know people say, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I'm going to. I'm going to defy them and I'm going to keep it going. All right. In 2025, I'm going to get myself rent for probably a month to 2 months, a CGM, continuous glucose monitor. I'm also going to get myself one of these continuous blood pressure monitors. So it makes the evidence definitive. I have worn a continuous blood glucose monitor before, and I was amazed. My wife works in a specialist branch where people have had heart attacks, recovering from heart attacks. So they're regularly taking blood pressures. So she's looking at my blood pressure and she's saying, perfect, absolutely spot on. But I do get the white coat syndrome. I do get the white, there she is coming down the stairs. You can hear her reprimanding Georgia, Staffordshire Terrier. But I do suffer from white coat syndrome. What I'm saying to you is I'm going to take my health literally by the scruff of the neck, and I'm going to say, okay, I've started on my journey. I have seen the fantastic results I am reaping. I know it might be breakfast time for you people, but let's be broad-minded adults, because this is another way that you assess how you're getting on via your stools, your poo. And my stools are one long one, job done. One easy wipe, no debris left, literally no debris left on the toilet paper. I know that might sound a little bit. So with that in mind, with the continuous blood glucose monitor incorporated and the continuous blood pressure monitor incorporated, which we won't buy, we'll rent, and then we'll hand it back to them, which you can do. There are companies which will rent you their monitor. Much, much more cost effective than buying the thing. You will know, you will have an appraisal then. Ah, right. So, my weight is adjusting itself or I'm losing weight. There's such a thing as body recomposition. So like with me, I'm 6'1". I don't really want to be 12.5 stone. I'd rather be about 13.5 to 14 stone. But the muffin top on your guts is literally gone. Literally gone. So you're looking at that as a biomarker. You're looking at your blood pressure as a biomarker. You're looking at your blood glucose levels as a biomarker. You're looking at your stools. You'll know. Is there any blood in them? No, that's good. Is there any blood when you wipe your backside on the toilet paper? No. Well, that's all good. Do I have a raging thirst all the time? No. Well, that's good. Is my body recomposing itself, as it were? Yes. Oh, this is good. What's my heart rate? Oh, 60 beats-ish per minute. That's good. That's cool. All these biomarkers, right, are indicating your health is improving. And like I said last night, 9 times out of 10, inflammation is responsible for quite a few metabolic illnesses. What happens when you become a diabetic type 2? You get all sorts of associated metabolic illnesses. Fatty liver. All of this is inflammation. That's the word I want you to keep in your mind. Inflammation. And I bet your GP, if you went and spoke to your GP and said, look, and I've only got 10 minutes with you, but I'm looking at really cutting down inflammatory foods, inflammatory behavior, and the like within my diet. Is there anything I need to be aware of? So inflammation, that's the key. I'm not a medical man. I'm not a doctor or anything like that. But what I can tell you is inflammation in the gut. What does that cause? Inflammation is caused when you have a hard workout. You've caused inflammation. Inflammation is caused post eating. Well, this is the answer to why a lot of carnivores, people following the carnivore diet, will only eat once a day, so that the inflammatory response just happens once a day. The blood glucose level is stable. You eat and it goes up. It has to, even on a high protein diet. When you're eating the carbohydrates, it goes stable. So bang, right the way up. And we don't want that. We don't want that. Stay with me. This is a lecture, but it's a friendly lecture, like we're chatting in the coffee shop. So stay with me. There are golden nuggets in here for you of information. So let's see what we've discussed recently. We've discussed exercise and how important it is for the over 50s, the baby boomers. We have discussed nutritional supplementation, how important it is for the over 50s and baby boomers. And now we are talking about our diet, our nutrition, and how vitally important that is for the over 50s baby boomers. And that's me and you. Carbohydrates, even the good ones, serve no purpose in the body. Now, like I have said, I can refer you to people that would most definitely be able to advise you further on roughage What's that? On cholesterol. And all these different types of concerns that you will have, questions unanswered which you will have when you start to transition over to eating a carnivore diet. Even the best of the best carbohydrates, a baked potato with the skin on, will spike your insulin levels right up. Listen, I'm a diabetic type 2. So I know. So I can tell you from my own personal story, my own personal experience, what will happen. If you're a diabetic type 2, you will resonate with that. You will resonate with that. So you've got to see almost carbohydrates, I guess, as the enemy. They don't hold any purpose, or plant material, or fruit to be ingested by humans. There's the argument, the old argument of fruit and antioxidants. But let me tell you this. In here, with those lovely, beautiful, I don't want to talk because smash all over the place. That'd be funny. Turn it into a comedy show, wouldn't it? In that meal there, you have got all the nutrition you need. You've got all the antioxidants you need. You've got all the vitamins you need. You've got all the minerals you need. You've got selenium in there. You've got zinc. You've got phosphorus. You've got magnesium. You've got vitamin E. You've got all the vitamin Bs, the highest source of vitamin B12 in existence. But you've got to let your microbiome adjust. Because if you've had, like I had, 40 odd, well, longer because I'm 60. So mum was serving me up, mashed potato here and that sort of thing. Bless her heart. All my life. Cannot turn it around in 6 weeks. 6 months, I think so. We're starting to see some really good results. And this is what I want for you. I want you to start enjoying the benefits that I have been. Okay? So whether yours is the quest to lose weight, whether yours is the quest to get stronger, whether yours is to lose weight and get stronger, whether yours is to lose weight, get stronger, become more healthy, think about between now and January the 2nd about changes, about New Year's resolutions, folks. How are you going to make your changes? Have you seen a YouTube video like this, as honest as it is? I've spoken about this before, how there are a lot of charlatans. There are a lot of sharks. Sadly, within the carnivore, some of which are within the carnivore community. But certainly the ones I recommend to you will be the ones that you should be taking notice of. Okay? So it just leaves me to say that we are here for you. We want to get to know you. This is no high pressure or nothing like that. If you decide to join us, becoming optimized, that means everything. That means not just Cerule. Cerule is very important, part of becoming optimized. But everything, our diet, our sleep patterns, our stress patterns, you name it. Because I know if you've watched this video right, literally, and still watching this video now, I know you want it. I know you want it. But you just haven't been shown how, have you? Because of the dead end to dead stop advices out there that will lead you nowhere, other than they'll say, pay us this and we'll tell you that. I don't think that that's very fair. So together, all right, in 2025, we are going to surge forward. I promise you. The onus now is on you, not me, you, to decide what you want to do. Can I ask something of you now? Can you be sweet and like and subscribe? Encourage us. Okay, so just be very positive that eventually now help is there for you. No more struggles. Well, we do struggle, but we'll counter that with other methodologies for you in the new year. We're not a sect or anything like that, so don't freak out or worry. We are not hype machines. We are honest to goodness, real people, not the fake phonies that you will see a lot of on YouTube. Okay, so for today, have a lovely weekend as best as you can. Have a restful weekend, and I will speak to you again soon. This is Cliff Grays from Trainwell Boxing. Take it easy.